I go for refuge and am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations of the practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha meant for all sentient beings. I go for refuge and am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations of the practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha meant for all sentient beings. I go for refuge and am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations of the practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha for all sentient beings. Sanye Joda Zoge Chonam Na Chanjo Pado Dani Gyapso Che Dage Jinso Gebe Sonam Sanye Joda Zoge Chonam Na Chanjo Pado Dani Gyapso Che Dage Jinso Gebe Sonam Ge Chola Pen Sanye Drupara Shom Sanye Joda Zoge Chonam Na Chanjo Pado Dani Gyapso Che Dage Jinso Gebe Sonam Ge Chola Benjre Sanye Drupara Shom Om Ye Dharma Hetu Prabhava Hetum Tesham Datha Gato Yavatat Tesham Chayo Nirodha Evam Bhati Mahashramana Yesva Om Ye Dharma Hetu Prabhava Hetum Tesham Datha Gato Yavatat Tesham Chayo Nirodha Evam Bhati Mahashramana Yesva Om Ye Dharma Hetu Prabhava Tesham Datha Gato Yavatat Tesham Chayo Nirodha Evam Bhati Mahashramana Yesva. All phenomena arise from causes. The causes are taught by the Tathagata. The cessation causes as well as taught by the Great Seer. Okay, this morning we're talking about the set of 5 pairs. And what I said is subjective as opposed to objective. And we will do these 2 exercises, subjective as opposed to objective and conventional as opposed to ultimate. And then later on, it's very important for us not just to be able to mimic what somebody said, but whatever you have learned, that they should make sense to us. That is something that we have to, because we can't expect that to learn all these things within a short period of time. And particularly, we require to grow ourselves in these contemplations, that gradually the experiences go deeper, 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 and the words, they will truly reflect the meanings in the mind. So for the time being, what we learn is subjective as opposed to objective, and subjective has a connotation of something that comes from a mind. Mind is the subject. Subjective means coming from the mind. A movie coming from the projector, we say subjective. Is on the screen, but not from the screen. It's from the projector. Therefore, we call it subjective. Okay. So subjective has a connotation of something from the mind. So to be more precise, we made a distinction between the Chittamatra's understanding of subjectivity and Prasangika's understanding of subjectivity. Chittamatra, what is subjectivity for them? For Chittamatra, what is subjectivity for Chittamatra? Nature of mind. Nature of one's mind. For Prasangika, projection of one's mind. Very good. So these were very different. And On that basis. Now let's move to the second. What's the second one? Second. Conventional as opposed to ultimate. Okay, conventional. And so from what we learned, conventional and subjective, these two are synonymous. These two are synonymous. Now they say, what does it mean by conventional? Okay, just see. I'm sure that each one of us, we have used this word so many times, conventional. And no need to fix it to confine this to philosophy. Just let me know how do you use the word convention or conventional in your own ways. Anyone raise hands? How do you use the word convention? Yes, Didi?
We use it in a way we don't put,
No, just use it.
we don't think very much about it. We do it because others before us have been doing it.
They say, how do you use the word convention? Can you put it in the form of sentence?
Yeah, it's like conventional medicine.
Conventional medicine. Okay, very good. Anyone else?
Conventional viewpoint. Conventional viewpoint.
Conventional viewpoint. Very good. Anyone else?
Conventional education.
Conventional education. Doris?
Action.
Conventional action. What do you mean by conventional action?
Walking.
Walking. What is mean by conventional education?
Like the college education, school education.
School, college. Okay. And then your name?
Jonathan.
Jonathan. What did you say? Conventional?
Viewpoint.
Viewpoint. What is conventional viewpoint?
Something that's accepted by a large part of the population.
Okay, accepted something, a point of view, which is accepted by a large number of people. Very good. Anyone else? How do you use the word convention? Okay, conventional, they are. How do you use the word convention? Okay, otherwise, what do you understand by convention? Yes.
The norm.
The norm, like what?
How you said conventional education, so it's normative that you study, study.
Okay, it's like a norm. It's like a norm. Very good, thank you. Anyone else? Anyone? Raise hands. Convention. Okay, Atiti, Nivita.
Something that everyone has agreed on to define a certain.
Can you give me some example?
Like when we say, again, conventional education, it means like, you understand like, okay, the person has gone through K through 12 primary school.
So this is what somebody is expected to do. Study, college. Okay. Yes. Shobit?
Majoritarian. Majoritarian.
Majoritarian. What do you mean by that?
Accepted by the majority.
Accepted by the majority. Okay. Can you give me some examples of what is accepted by majority? Is Primbatin Josela?
It's like people becoming householder rather than money. It's one example that comes.
Okay. Yes, Igor.
For instance, the convention of using a suit in formal meetings.
Okay, the informal meetings. With informal meetings, you can go in the slippers and the t-shirt, formal suits. Why suit? Why suit for? Why the suit? How suit is connected with the formal? But it's convention. Very good, thank you. This is a very good example. Chris?
Putting a full stop to mark the end of a sentence.
It's interesting. Say, put a full stop. Dot, why not cross? When you finish a sentence, cross or tick mark. It must be actually better to say that now done. But why don't? This is...
Rule, though.
Huh?
Is that a convention or a rule? Most conventions.
No. If you disagree, it's fine. So they say what Chris says is, and then later we can say if these two are same or different. What Guy is saying is a convention and rule may be different. Is what he's saying? Okay, anyone else? Examples of convention? Yes.
Shaking each other hand is a form of greeting.
Form of greeting, shaking hands, each other hand, right? Not the what is that? Fist, shaking hands, different styles are there. Bowing, right? What is the English word? Where you, with your eyes, you look at the other person. No, in a very negative way.
Glare.
Not glare.
Glare.
What did you say?
Agreement. An agreement.
Okay, so Tanya, what Tanya is saying is the convention is like agreement. This is, can you give me some examples?
Maybe on a congress, when people make an agreement, it's a convention.
Okay, yes. So with the people in conferences or some congress, then people come to say, okay, let's agree on this. Yes, so that becomes convention. This is also good. Yes.
Let's say we all agree that XX genetically is female and XY is male.
Okay, that's complicated. XY is male and YY is...
XX is female.
XX or YY? Are you sure? Okay, XX is female and YY is, the XY is male. Okay, is this convention? Is it convention? This is a serious question. 2 + 3 = 5. Is this convention or not? Is it convention or not? It's not convention. Why not?
It's verifiable in the ultimate reality.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. Okay, that is a question. So XX is female, XY is male. Right? Where there is a child has XX chromosomes, this is female. XY, this is convention. How convention?
Well, we all agree up to now.
It's not whether they agree or not agree. Even if you don't agree, still is a male. XY is a male, XX is female, but they agree or not agree.
Yeah, but we agree that male, we chose that word, saying, okay, XY would be male, but it could be, we could have said XY.
Okay, this is a serious question. Okay. Kendula, which group are you in? Which group, discussion group? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
4.
4. Okay, 4 group 4, the members, they make sure that Kendula is in a, give typically to him. Ask more questions. Okay, this is a serious matter. Thank you. Here.
How in some countries people drive on one side of the road and in other countries they choose to drive on the other side.
Okay. Okay. Let's say Indonesia, where do you drive?
Wait, now I have to think. Which one on the side? Left.
Left. In America?
Right.
Right. Okay. So, which lane is correct? Right lane is correct or left lane is correct? It's purely convention. This is what I'm saying. Okay, good. Any more? Okay, yes, Doris.
Conventional beliefs.
Conventional belief like?
I believe that when I have much money, I will be happy.
When you don't have much money, you will be happy. This is what you're saying?
No, I said, I believe that when I have much money, I will be happy. So that
Okay, when you have much money, you'll be happy. Okay. This is, again, what Guy says is interesting. This is belief. Belief, convention, rule, are they same or not? Belief may not necessarily be convention. Belief may not be convention. Okay. Can be, yeah, can be. But you have to give me good examples. Anyone else? Convention. Yes.
What are this lightings on Diwali? It's been done like traditional, it's like traditional thing. So people are just doing it and nobody's questioning it. It's nothing to question, but yes, like using lightings on Diwali, it's like conventional way of doing, celebrating Diwali.
Okay, they celebrate Diwali by lighting, offering lights. So this is traditionally it has been done. It continues. So this people don't. They never thought why. They just take for granted. So this is convention. Very good. Anyone else? So okay, now last.
Nomination of something. Like nomination of something. Like for example, in the vase, everyone is okay to say that it's a flower. We call it a flower.
But I do not know that there are two vases. But this vase, this is thermos. Why two thermos? I don't know. Never use. I don't even use these two. I never. Oh, okay. This is. Say it again, Lohena.
Like everyone here, like we recognize, we nominate the object on the vase that it's a flower.
Okay, so people all agree that this is a flower. This is a convention. How is convention? Because everybody agrees that this is a flower. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. For example, like let's say what the Akya said, that the lane in India, where should we drive? Left or right? Huh? Shalini in her colony is right. Shalini or the Atiti?
I don't live in India.
You didn't say? Okay, Shalini said right.
No, I say left and right.
Left and right. Right. Right lane. No, look. So this is Shalini's convention to make me confused. Right? Saying right, and when I said right, she said left. When I said left. Okay. So still not finalized. I give you time, tell me. Okay, finalized. Sure. Okay. So in India, riding on the left lane is the correct. This is a convention. So how is the convention? Tell me. Say in 1800, late 1800, the first car came. When the first car came, late 1800, when the first car came, which lane to drive? No difference. You can ride anywhere. There's no. And gradually more and more cars started to come on the road. And then traffic jam happened. Because of which then the VIB movement is slowed down, and the ambulance, sick people, they get stuck on the road. So the issue went to the government. And the government says that we have to do something to solve this problem. Then it called the experts. And we have to do something. Then experts decided that we will decide on one lane. So so in India they say we ride only on the left lane. Anybody who rides on the right lane will be put to penalty. So from there, this is known as a convention. Now, So if you drive on the right lane, what happens in India? Right lane, you'll be put to penalty. So who tells you that you're on the wrong lane? The road will not tell. Road is the object. Road is the object. Object will not tell you that you're on the wrong lane. Who tells you that it is wrong? The cops will tell you. The traffic police will tell you that you're on the wrong lane, put a penalty, they'll give you a bill. So now the cops tell you that you're on the wrong lane. And who decided the lane? Who decided which is the correct lane? Who decided? Road decided or the people's mind decided? People's mind decided. So this is it's a pure convention. Always drive on the left lane in India. This convention. But this convention is created by the people's mind. People's mind. So mind is subject or object. Subject. So conventional, subjective, these two mean the same. You getting it? Okay. How many understood this thus far? Very good. Now the next question is, okay. If I ask, what is this? Most people say that this is water. This is water. And others will say this is H2O. And still others will say, physicists will say this is electrons, protons, neutrons. And whose perception is correct? All are correct. All are correct. Okay. How many you seriously think that all are correct? Some say this is H2O, some say this is electrons, protons, neutrons, some say this is water. All are correct. Raise hands those who seriously think that all are correct. Raise hands. Very good. Okay. Now the question is that okay, maybe this is better. Oh, twins. 이거 남들 집에서 내려. 아니? I don't understand it. Tibet only is one. Now, I asked the Tibet staff, she said that the old one is from here, new one is from Tibet House. So these are twins. Okay. Now, they brought the old one, they'll take the new one. I'm quite confused. When I was in my monastery, where now we're going to the monastery. By the way, Manla, Vichenla, two of them, they are organizing this big meeting there in Day4-Session3 my monastery. Manla, Vichenla, and we have here. Raise hand. Yes, your name?
Kim Sunim.
Sunim. Kim. Im. Okay. Suim. Okay. So when I was in the monastery, I was constantly thinking about the present moment. Is it dream or real? This was a major question to me. And sometimes I could not figure out whether it's dream or not. I could not figure out. And it was a big problem. It's a big problem. So I was checking. How I check? In the waking state, it's okay, but once in a while problems come. But in the dream, I said, whether it's dream or not, I check how, say, okay, now that memory is coming back. Confusion is coming back. I check if this is dream or not. Suddenly, if this flower changes to chocolate, I said, I'm dreaming. It can't happen in reality. This is how I check in the dream, but it's dream or not. It is another drawback here. Once, a junior monk came to me and asked me, "Sir, please explain this line." It's a very, very ordinary, very simple beginning, very easy. And I got stuck. I couldn't explain it. I got stuck. And I thought I must be dreaming. I thought I must be, no, this is very easy. This is the beginning of this text. It's so common. I've been reading. So I got stuck. I don't understand what it is. I must be dreaming. And then I read it again, and suddenly it unfolded. Oh, I'm lucky. It's not. It's not dream. So likewise, I thought it's dreaming. It can't be possible. If they brought two flowers, then it's acceptable. But they only brought, but it's like twins. Look, at that small one and the bottom of the flower, everything's just same.
Geshe-la, you're in a dream.
Oh, you're dreaming of me saying this? Okay. So now, let's see that say some would say this is a flower. And those people who look at it through electron microscope will say this is a pool of atoms. Do you agree? Okay. When you say there's a pool of atoms, okay. How many of you have seen the water waves on the ocean? Water waves on the ocean. What is that like from the air? From the aeroplane down. What is that like? Anyone? Steve?
Depends how big they are, but they usually look like white ripples.
From the air you will not see ripples. You will not see ripples. From the air, but height, not near. From height, you see something else.
Lines.
Yes, sure, but he's a very experienced guy. So therefore he's talking about ultimate reality. Yeah, you will just see white lines. At first I was confused. What are these white lines? What are these white lines on the ocean, coastal area? What are these white lines? I was confused. And later come to know that closer, these are the waves. Waves from distance you see white lines. Close by you don't see white lines, you see the waves. Okay, so two different perceptions. You agree? Two different perceptions. Now likewise, if you see the same object on the atomic level, would you see the flower? Same object, if you look at through electron microscope, do you see the flower? On the atomic level, do you see the flower? You would not see. For this, what you do? You must watch the powers of 10. Last time I mentioned this. Google search powers of 10. And powers of 10, there are many. Many will come to you. Many versions are there. One version, if you are interested, which I see it as comprehensive, again from the NASA company, I would ask this young man, IT staff, this is Equalizing. So I ask this, you contact this young man, and then he will send that to you. There are many versions. One version which I see it as very comprehensive, very good, is the one that he will give you. But there are other versions also. For example, like one is like the girl is there, girl and the boy is there in the park, and the girl was sitting, and then her eyes, it looks like a very healthy young girl. And then they Google, what is that? Electron microscope goes into the eyes, and then see all these blood vessels, and then they're very scary. You're getting it? You must watch it. You must watch it. How it appears on the surface, it looks so nice. Go deeper, very scary. So, which means that, likewise for the flower, initially you see this flower, the one that I recommend is, I highly recommend, is a leaf from a bush, a leaf. So first, what it does is that it zooms out. It zooms out, go into the macro world, then goes into the macro to the what? To planet Earth, solar system, Milky Way galaxy, and then out of the nebula. Then goes back to the leaf, and from there, then the macro goes into the micro level. Goes micro level to see the cells, and then the chromosomes, then the DNA molecules, atoms, it goes till the nucleus. To the nucleus, and then it says that this is the end of the physics for the time being. This end of physics, we don't know what is really behind this, what the smaller electrons and so forth. These are all the assumption based on the calculations. With calculations, they deduce that this is the mass, this is the velocity, and so forth. But we have never really seen that. Okay, so let's say that when you go zoom in, when you see on the atomic level, we don't see the flower. You're getting it? Okay, let's say group A and group B. Group A looks as through regular naked eyes, and group B looks as through electron microscope. Then I ask group A, what is this? You say, a flower. Group B, what is this? Pool of atoms. Pool of atoms. What about flower? No flower. Okay, now which of the two perceptions is correct? Group A says flower, Group B says no flower. Which is correct?
Both.
Okay, both are correct, which means that this flower as well as non-flower. Is this flower as well as non-flower? What happened? When you say both, it's so easy, you said so easily. When I ask the next question, you get stuck. What happens? Okay, Shobit, you look more smart. Tell me, what is this? Is this flower as well as non-flower both?
It is no, the flower only.
Okay, what the point of view is wrong?
It is a flower only. Yeah.
So it's a nice way of saying yes, what I say, what we think is correct, what they think is wrong. Right? And they will say, what do you think is wrong? You say flower is wrong, there's no flower there. So they will say the same thing. Maya, yes?
Flower and non-flower.
Or this flower is not as well as non-flower both. You are Maya and non-Maya both.
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting. You are Maya and non-Maya both.
Yeah, that's how you look at it.
Huh? Okay. So
Mutually exclusive. Both statements can be true.
they're not mutually exclusive, are you sure? Are you guy and non-guy both?
No, it wasn't a flower or not.
No, you are.
And a flower, yes.
This is not my question. My question is this flower and non-flower?
Well,
And guy changes his mind very quickly. Okay, so look, if you say that what group A sees as a flower, what group B sees as just atoms, no flower. If you say both are correct, my question to you is this flower as well as non-flower? Because the two perceptions are there, and the two perceptions are, what do you accept it as? Both to be correct. So this flower as well as non-flower, both? Huh? Nivida, yes. So you're Nivida and non-Nivida also.
I think both are correct but also incorrect.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so Nivida becomes the judge, then everybody's correct, everybody's wrong. Right?
Like I'm thinking of the example of the elephant and the blind man, how one sees the trunk, one sees the tail.
Okay, so the morning breakfast, somebody says, Nivida, you'll not get breakfast. He's also saying you get breakfast. Yes? He says, yeah, you'll get breakfast. And he's also saying you're not getting breakfast. So, tomorrow no breakfast for Nivita. For her it's same. Breakfast, no breakfast, same. Yes, Shobet.
We like Schrodinger's cat, where it depends on the observer.
Okay, let us not speculate. You're getting it? Okay, no, the point is that my question is this flower and non-flower both? This is my question. As simple as that. Is this flower and non-flower both?
What if someone who doesn't know what a flower is asked to say what?
No, I'm asking you. I'm not asking somebody who doesn't know flower. I'll never ask you what is Langshen. I'll not ask you what is Langshen. You're getting it? There's Langshen and non-Langshen. I'll not ask you. You don't know what Langshen is. But I'm asking, you know flower. So if I'm asking, is this flower as well as non-flower? This is my question. Hey, what happened? Hey, group B, they chill out. Isidora, what is this? Flower, non-flower? Hey, you group B. What happened? Okay, Joyce. What is this?
Flower.
Hey. Which is correct? Group A says it's flower, you are saying non-flower. What is, huh? Both are correct. How come they both are correct? Because let's say this is good and not good. Both are correct. Okay, in India, you ride left lane and non-left lane. Both are correct. You drive on the left lane and non-left lane, which is the right lane. Both are correct. No. Both cannot be correct. Okay, what is the answer? Yes, Chanjula.
I'm thinking that both are relatively correct in relation to subjective or objective perception. So subjective, I'm distant from the flower, so I can see the flower. But objective, I got it right.
Okay, here, Lakshraj.
I'm not sure, but when you said that flower and flower, the lines of Art Sutra came out.
Oh, that's something you say. Wow, say it again.
Pure and pure, and that's how it's described in the Art Sutra.
Oh, no, Heart Sutra. This must be a special Heart Sutra.
No, sir, in the Prajna Paramita, when there's this, we do the Prajna Paramita response, there's written
Form is empty.
There's also like
Oh, not pure. There's another word. What is that? Cessation?
and no cessation.
Yes, yes.
So everything is there, but it's not there. So it would be like a flower.
Okay. So, interesting.
It's written.
But Laksh, he could relate it. He could relate it. That's amazing. Maybe from a past life. You're the youngest one and you relate it so beautifully. It's over there.
Conventionally, I think we all identify this as a flower from a distance, but when we look closer from microscope, then it becomes atoms, and so it's a conventional reality as well as ultimately it's a non-flower. This is what I think.
Where did you hear from?
We were discussing dimensional versus ultimate, right? And you also gave the example of the waves if we look at it from far. So it just looks like a line.
Where did you learn it from?
Just now.
Not before. Are you sure? Wow, that's amazing. Very inspiring. Okay. So what she's saying is that, okay, let me say, 2 plus 3 equals 10. Correct, not correct? 2 plus 3 equals 10. Correct, not correct? 100% wrong. You're getting it? Don't say is, yes, no. Right? Correct, not correct, both. Don't say that. It's wrong. 2 plus 3 equals 5. Correct, not correct? It's correct. You're getting it? 2 plus 3 equals 5 and non-5. One is correct, one is wrong. 100%. Both cannot be correct at the same time. So, likewise, this is a flower and non-flower. If I say this is flower, as non-flower means that person is crazy. You're getting it? So therefore, this cannot be flower as well as non-flower. But here is slightly different. You see a flower? Yes. You see no flower? Yes. And both are correct. So how do you distinguish that? On the one hand, conventionally speaking, if I say this flower, this non-flower, everybody say I'm crazy. But under this situation, where I ask you to look at from, with the naked eyes, I ask group B to look at through the electron microscope, you say this flower, this is no flower, you don't find it, you don't think that somebody is crazy. As you see that it's acceptable. So there is a difference there. What's that difference? Anyone? Say, if you're looking with the if you're looking with your naked eyes, both sides, you say this is red, and you say this is white. then somebody's wrong. Somebody's wrong. You're getting it? You say this is flower and they say this is chocolate. Both are looking through the word naked eyes. And group A says this is flower, group B says this is chocolate. Both cannot be right. But here you said both are right. What makes you say that both are right while the two answers are very opposite? One says flower, one says this non-flower. Anyone? Anyone? Okay, Varma.
Different frame of reference.
Okay, Varma is saying different frame of reference, which this girl, Abhinasha, said, but she does not have this word. Different frame of reference. She put it so beautifully, but what is she saying is that from distance and from close by. Distance, close by meaning your perception, you're looking at the same object by two different perceptions. You're getting it? One from distance, one from close by. So this is so obvious. For example, from distance, you see the white line. Where the waves are, ocean waves are, we see white line, which Shobit said. And from nearby, you don't see the white line. You see very ferocious waves. Very ferocious, very scary waves. So, perceptions are different. So, it depends on the perception. So, there is one perception which is close by, one perception from distance. You agree? So, say those group A looks at through distance. Distance, you see this as a flower. And then whose perception goes closer to the object? Naked eyes or the electron microscope? Electron microscope, that goes closer to the object. Okay, so with this in mind, so these two perceptions, in other words, the same object can appear differently to the different frames of reference. One from nearby, one from far away. Nearby, the mind, which looks at the object from nearby, is known as ultimate analysis. The mind, which looks at the object from nearby, close by, is known as ultimate analysis. And the mind, which looks at the same object from distance, is known as conventional analysis. But the same object, the two minds, they can see the same object differently because these two are two different frames of reference. Okay, so now from this what we'll say is that if I ask you, okay, now this object, I asked group A, your mind is what? Ultimate analysis, conventional analysis. Hey, group A, what happens? Conventional analysis. Group B, what is your mind? Ultimate analysis. Okay. Now I ask group A, what is this? Flower. So this object, I'm saying this object is seen as flower with respect to the conventional analysis. So object seen by the conventional analysis is known as conventional truth. Object seen by the conventional analysis is known as conventional truth. So since your mind is conventional analysis, what do you see? You see flower. So the flower is conventional truth. Now group B, I ask, what is this? You say, no flower. No flower. So, no flower for you. No flower for you. What is your mind? Group B, ultimate analysis. What you see, the object as seen by the ultimate analysis is known as ultimate truth. So what they see is no flower is seen. No flower is seen. No flower seen. Okay, now you may feel little uneasiness, some way uneasiness. No flower. Which means to him to say, no flower is ultimate analysis. This is not, no flower is nihilism. You're getting it? What are the two gates? What's the first gate? Do things exist? What is the answer? Yes, a flower exists. Does the flower exist? Yes, if you say no, this is nihilism. You're getting it? So therefore, If you say no flower, this is nihilism. Whether there's a flower or not is decided by conventional analysis or ultimate analysis. Whether flower exists or not is decided by conventional analysis or ultimate analysis. Okay, let me put it like this. Say, Mona Lisa painting. Mona Lisa painting exists or not exists? Exists, it exists. And it's a high quality painting. High quality painting. So it exists. But if you look at through electron microscope, Mona Lisa painting doesn't make any sense. It dissolves. Do you agree? Okay. So there what happens is that through the eyes of the electron microscope, which is ultimate analysis, Mona Lisa painting disappears. Mona Lisa painting exists or not, who decides? Which of the two analysis decides? Conventional analysis decides. To really appreciate Mona Lisa painting, you have to look at through electron microscope, or you will look at with your naked eyes. Hey, tell me. To appreciate the Mona Lisa painting as high quality painting, how would you appreciate it? With electron microscope or with your naked eyes? And your naked eyes, ultimate analysis, conventional analysis. Conventional analysis. So therefore, Mona Lisa painting, it exists or not exists, is decided by the conventional analysis. Ultimate analysis does not decide. You're getting it? Whether something exists or not, it's decided by the conventional analysis, not by ultimate analysis. What does the ultimate analysis decide? So what is the first question? Do things exist? That is decided by conventional analysis. What is the second question? Do things exist objectively? Who decides? Ultimate analysis decides. Ultimate analysis does not analyze if something exists or not. It analyzes whether something exists objectively. You're getting it? So when the group B says there's no flower, actually they are saying there's no objective flower. You're getting it? Don't mix up the two things. Because they are not to take any decision whether the flower exists or not. Their job is to check if the flower exists objectively or not. So therefore when they say no flower, they mean no objective flower. Don't forget it. You're getting it? So therefore, group B, what do you see? No flower. For them, when they say no flower, it means no objective flower. So no objective flower or empty of objective flower, this is what group B sees. And group B's mind is what? Group B's mind is, hey, I'm asking you. Hey, Cyrus. Ultimate analysis. So the object seen by ultimate analysis known as ultimate truth. Object seen by conventional analysis known as conventional truth. You're getting it? Now look, this is the interesting part. The same object, I'm not altering it. The same object, I ask group A, what is this? Flower. So flower is conventional truth, ultimate truth. Conventional truth. And I ask group B, what is this? Flower, no flower. Group A says no flower. So what did they know? What they know, there's no objective flower. So no objective flower is ultimate truth, not ultimate analysis. Ultimate analysis is your mind. You're getting it? So here group B says there's no objective flower. Group A says there's a flower. You're getting it? So but it's the same object seen by group A is known as conventional truth of this object. The same object seen by group B is known as ultimate truth. Okay. So with this object, what is conventional truth? Who should I ask? I ask group A or group B?
Group A.
Huh? What is this? The flower. Whether this is flower or not, I should ask which group? Group A. Why? Because you use the conventional analysis to see whether it's a flower or not. It is just checking on the conventional level, not on the ultimate level. So therefore, they say this is a flower in the eyes of the conventional analysis. So therefore, what is seen by conventional analysis is known as conventional truth. So this object is flower, that is conventional truth of the object. Now I ask group B, what is this? No flower, no objective flower. So no objective flower is the object found by the ultimate analysis. So therefore that object is known as ultimate truth. No objective flower, this is the ultimate truth. Okay, having said this, let's go back to what Lakshraj said. Lakshraj quoted Heart Sutra. You getting it? So, in Heart Sutra it says what? In Heart Sutra it says? Hey, okay, say it again.
Form is empty.
Form is empty. Okay, 4 lines. Form is empty. Empty is the form. Form is empty is not other than form. Form is also not other than empty. It's very good. So this will now make sense of the Heart Sutra 4 lines. Okay. What group A sees as a flower, form is empty. You're getting, I'm explaining the first line. What group A sees as a flower is what group B sees as no flower, empty of objective flower. The flower disappears in their mind. This meaning of form is empty. Next, what group B sees as empty of form is what group A sees, same object, but group A sees as form. Emptiness is form. You getting it? Now, are we talking of the 2 different things? For example, I say that what I have is a chocolate. What I have is a mobile. And you trust my words, I never tell lies. So what I said is that what I have is a chocolate, what I have is a mobile. So if you are to really take my words very seriously, what would you understand? You will understand that he must have 2 things. You getting it? Because the same thing cannot be chocolate as well as mobile. He must have 2 different things. So which means the mobile is not chocolate is not mobile. But here the Buddha taught, the form is empty. And what group B sees as emptiness is what group A sees as form. You getting it? So, then the line number 3, what is line number 3? Patiti. Emptiness, not other than what group B sees as emptiness is not different from what group A sees as form. And what group A sees as form is not different from what group B sees as emptiness. It's talking about the same thing. These 2 are same nature. It's the same object seen in 2 different ways. You're getting it? If you understand this well, you will understand what is known as, the, oftentimes, the Buddha taught it, Arya Nagarjuna explained it, samsara and nirvana are not different. Samsara is not different from nirvana. These two are not different from each other. What is meant by that? Let's say, this is very important. Many people, they take it literally without knowing the deeper concept. You getting it? They just read it, and this Nagarjuna said, the nirvana is samsara, samsara is nirvana. You don't put effort to attain nirvana. You're already in nirvana, and you're sharing tears. This is nirvana. This is what people are saying. You're getting it? Because of lack of the background information. So what is information? What is meant by samsara and nirvana is the same? Okay. Let's say that let's say that we are to go to visit Mount Kailash. And Chanchula said that we have to protect our eyes from glare, snow glare. So you have to buy goggles. And there are 2 shops. One has high quality goggles, and the other shop very low quality goggles. And Group A goes to which shop? High quality. Chelsea, when Chelsea leads a group, then you'll take it to high class. Okay. So Group A goes to the high class, the goggle shop, and you got extremely good goggles. And Group B got the poor quality goggles, very murky goggles. Alexandra, unfortunately, you are in this group. So not with Chelsea. So you got the bad quality goggles. Now you go to Mount Kailash, and there's a Mount Kailash with a gigantic, massive snow, and Group A will say, "Wow, this is amazing, amazing, spick and span, clean, amazing." And Group B says, "What is amazing? So dirty." Okay, are you two looking at the same mountain or two different mountains? You're looking at the same mountain. You're getting it? So you are using a clean. Group A looks at with the clean goggles. Group B looks at with the very murky goggles. So the same Mount Kailash, the way it is seen through the clean goggles is nirvana. The same Mount Kailash, the way it is seen through the murky goggles is samsara. You're getting it? Don't say samsara is nirvana. Samsara is not nirvana. But one is saying is so clean, one says so murky. What Group A sees as so clean is what Group B sees as so murky. What Group B sees as so murky is what Group A sees as so clean. It's talking about the same object seen in two different ways. You're getting it? Seen in two different ways. So, the Mount Kailash as seen to be so clean through the clean goggles is nirvana. The Mount Kailash seen is very dirty, murky through the dirty goggles is known as samsara. So, say, what they see as dirty, this is not clean. What Group A is clean, this is not dirty. You getting it? You want to look with the same object, you are seeing two different things. Two different things. So this is how we understand samsara is nirvana, nirvana is samsara, nirvana samsara is the same. Meaning the entity-wise is the same, isolated-wise is different. Entity-wise is same, isolated-wise different. And some of you may be lost. What is isolated-wise? What is entities? Don't worry. Let's discuss on this part also. Yes.
Geshe-la, did you just say Mount Kailash in this example is not clean or not murky? Objectively?
Clean Mount Kailash, the one, your perception is not murky one. You're getting it? If your perception is clean one, is also murky one, then samsara is nirvana, nirvana is samsara. Nirvana is not samsara, samsara is not nirvana. But the text says this is how we have to understand it. You got it?
Not quite.
Okay, so did you understand this one? Mount Kailash as seen, Mount Kailash seen as very clean through the clean glasses is the metaphor for nirvana. You understood it? Mount Kailash seen as very dirty through a murky eyeglasses is known as samsara. That's fine? Good. Now, are these two the same object, two different objects? Same object, because there's only one mountain. So that's the meaning of, it's the same object, samsara and nirvana is the same object, but seen in two different ways. So that demarcates what is samsara, what is nirvana. Good? Okay. So with this what we've learned is that the one is ultimate analysis, one is conventional analysis. So therefore the same object can be seen in two different ways. There's no contradiction. Whereas if you use the conventional analysis, if you use both sides, use conventional analysis, and one say this is a flower and one say this is not flower, this is a disaster. You're getting it? If you use the same frame of reference, same conventional analysis, and say one say this flower, one say this non-flower, both can be right. But one uses ultimate analysis, one uses conventional analysis, that's fine. Same object can be seen in two different ways, there's no contradiction. You getting it? Okay. Now, let's say that the the one that we have done before. Let's say the person that made you smile, the first perception of the person who made you smile, and then in the second moment you close your eyes and thought of the same person, you didn't smile. So why in the first case you smiled and why in the second case smile did not come? Once more, now things should become clearer to us. Why in the first case the smile came? Okay, look at the other person. You may have forgotten who the other person was. What? Lohena is amazing. She's trying to control her smile, right? She thinks that physically remaining like this, she will control the smile. Physically like this, she's sitting like this and smiling. Okay. Okay. Look at the other person. Quick. Look at the person. Quick. Oh, don't be too serious. Guy is very serious. Don't be too serious. You don't need to be serious. Only smile also. Okay, look at the other person. Okay, good. Okay, good. Still you're smiling. Okay, now close eyes. Close eyes. And think of the same person who made you smile. Okay, very good. Now nobody's smiling. Very good. Okay, now tell me, Isidore, yes?
I don't agree with that. You said already nobody's smiling. For example, when I think of her also, I smile.
But I didn't see you smiling.
Yes.
If you're smiling, then you'll go to mental hospital.
Yes, I know you told that yesterday, and I don't understand. Should I go to hospital?
Are you sure? You smiled. Okay, now think of her. Close eyes. Think of her.
I didn't smile to her.
Then?
Smile to my image of her.
Okay, think of it. No, close your eyes and think. No, when you're looking at her, you are actually laughing, not smiling. Now you're not laughing. Okay, good. So what I'm saying is that now tell me, why in the first case the emotion stirred, involuntary smile came out. Why? In the second case, why not? Quick. Now it's very easy for you. Yes, tell me.
Because of subjective reality, we smile when we saw the face, and when we closed our eyes, it is again like objective, we are dreaming or something like that.
Okay, be mindful of what words you used. Did you follow what I'm saying? I'm asking Diti to be mindful of what words she used. Okay, what you said is correct, but you used the words in the opposite way. Anyone who noticed that? Yes. Okay, Dorman is corrected.
When she was looking at the other person, it was objective.
The person appears as objective real, not subjective real. The person appears objective real, so invariably the smile came out. And whereas when you think, you know that it's coming from a mind, so it's subjective, not objective. When you know it's subjective, then the involuntary smile stops. Very good. Okay, now what we have learned is that the emotions are stirred, fears are stirred. In the dream tiger pounces on you, there's so much fear. You wake up, the fear dissolves. Why? Very quick. Why? Then we have to go into real emptiness. Why? Why in the dream you see the dream tiger pouncing on you and you see so much of fear? When you wake up, the fear dissolves. Why? Quick. Okay, Atiti.
You realize it was subjective.
Huh?
You realize that it was only existing subjectively.
In the dream of waking up.
When you wake up.
Yes, be very clear. When you wake up, you realize what happened in the dream was just subjective. The moment you realize that, then the fear dissolves. In the dream, why do you have the fear?
Because you perceive it as object.
You perceive the object, the dream tracker, as objectively real. You're getting it? So now the thing is that, say, if you see things as objectively real, then what happens is that all the emotions are stirred. So seeing things objectively real, that is the self-grasping ignorance. Seeing and apprehending things as objectively real, that is self-grasping ignorance. This is the ground. This is the ground upon which all the mental defilements they're added, and the miseries ensue. This is how the miseries arise. So the foundation is the self-grasping ignorance, believing that things exist objectively. Okay. Now, if, let's say, you have the love for this flower, emotional, involuntary pull towards the flower. So that is with the belief that there's an objective flower there. There's an objective flower there. If there's objective flower, which mind should decide? If there's objective flower, which mind should decide? If the flower exists objectively, which mind should decide? Okay, people split into two groups. Okay, some say conventional analysis resents. If there's objective flower, then the conventional analysis should decide resents. Okay, if there's objective flower, ultimate analysis should decide resents. Very good. Ultimate analysis should decide. Objective, okay. What's the opposite of objective? Subjective. Subjective, and what is synonyms of subjective? Conventional, you're getting it? Okay. Say, shall I tell you a story? Short story. Very short story, just 2-3 lines story. Story was that there was an old man sharing a story of Ramayana. Ramayana means it's about Ram. And after sharing the story for 1 hour, the young boy asked the old father, "Who is Ram?" You're getting it? After 4 days of teaching, subjective, objective, and if there's something existing objectively, then the ultimate, this word subjective and conventional, they mean the same. These two are synonymous. The first 5 of the pairs, they're synonymous. Second one, they're synonymous. 2 days spent like this. And at the end of the day, subjective, right? It should be ultimate. Subject should be ultimate or conventional? Conventional, don't forget it. You getting it? Don't forget it. But don't worry too much. I'm overly expecting from you. You know why? This is my style. When I was in my 20s, just in my 20s, and I already learned about almost 10 years. 10 years of Buddhist philosophy, psychology, logic, debate, spending about minimum 10 hours a day. And suddenly, a group of this army camp, they invited me to army camp from Ladakh. They invited me to give a talk to the soldiers, to the Ladakh soldiers. They're all Buddhist. And particularly during the daytime, except during the early morning or the late evening. They're really free. During that, I give talk. Otherwise, in daytime, everybody had to go out for training. And particularly, there was one elder. I was in my 20s, and there was one caretaker of the temple. They set a small Buddhist temple for the soldiers. And there was caretaker, his job, he's a soldier, plus a caretaker, so he does not have to go for training. And he was in his, I think, 50s, and I was in my 20s. And suddenly he showed so much respect for Dharma. And I said, this great opportunity. Now somebody is there who is so devoted to Dharma. I have to teach everything, whatever I learned the last 10 years. 10 years, 10 hours into 365 into 10. So that whatever I learned, I want to share with him in 1 hour. I was telling. And then he was not sleepy. He was like this, wide awake. And suddenly I see the eyelashes double folded. Okay, what happened? You're getting it. So this boy, young man, he was so overly enthusiastic, too unrealistic, expecting that this man should learn everything, whatever he learned the last 10 years, in 1 hour. And this poor man never trained. And this, suddenly his brain was confused. Confused. And control of the muscles is lost. And eyelashes double folded. So this is what I'm expecting from you. Right. The poor guy says, okay, I'm sorry for that. Expecting too much from you. Okay. So by the way, the what's subjective and conventional, right? Not subjective and ultimate. So if the flower does exist objectively, it should be seen by which of the two analyses? Objective is synonymous with ultimate. So therefore, if it exists objectively, it should be seen by which of the two analyses? Hey, Nivita, what happens? If the flower exists objectively, it should be seen by which analysis? Very good. It should be seen by ultimate analysis. You're getting it? Okay. Now, looking at the flower, which is the ultimate analysis? To see the flower from distance or to see the flower from nearby? Nearby. For example, like electron microscope. So with this, when you look at this flower through ultimate analysis, what do you find? The flower disappears. Just the atoms left, the flower disappears. Even the atoms, if you subject to the ultimate analysis, even the atoms also disappear. You're getting it? Not that something will be left there, but the flower disappears. Okay. If the flower does this subjectively, then this mind, ultimate analysis, should be able to see that. So when subjecting the flower to ultimate analysis, what happens? The flower disappears. And oftentimes, when you subject the flower to ultimate analysis, you see the flower disappears. To discover the reality that the flower is empty of objective existence. Whereas, look at the flower. How does the flower appear? Objective real or subjective real? Objective real. And not only that, it appears objective real, you believe that the flower exists objectively. You're getting it? That is the self-grasping ignorance. Now, this belief is contradicted by the ultimate analysis to discover that flower doesn't exist objectively. So when you really get it, to some extent, that the flower doesn't really exist objectively, when you get it, a tinge of fear or uneasy feeling can come to you. If it does happen, you are very, very fortunate. You are getting somewhere. You are going in the direction of understanding emptiness. But it just don't be complacent so easily. Don't feel complacent. Don't think that I've got emptiness. This can be a major disservice to yourself, because emptiness is a continuous journey. It's a continuous journey where you understand something, you get something, you still study more, contemplate more. For example, like then interact with the people, particularly those who are learned, try to interact with them. There are many seniors here. So now we have additional 2 seniors there. One original there, and the Suim, I don't know. Suim, how many years?
Many years.
Oh, many years, very good. So we have 3 of them there. So you can discuss with more. And then where you think that I understood emptiness, when you discuss with the seniors and other teachers, then you see that, okay, still something is missing. You could feel it. If you don't discuss with others, you will feel that I understood it. It can easily happen to us, all of us. I also feel like that. So we all can feel like this. This is a major disservice to yourself. This is a big hindrance to you to grow further, because the emptiness is incredibly beautiful. This is the only solution to all the tears of samsara. And then when you feel that, okay, I got it, you may be in the first stage. Still there are like 10 stages more, 20 stages more to go. And then you are stopping, you are putting an end. And you don't go explore further, you don't get the deeper realization of emptiness. So therefore, this is something that we need to keep in mind. Okay. So with this in mind, what we see is that we need to see that the flower does not really exist there. And this sometimes we never know. It can happen to you now, it can happen to you later, we never know what kind of background, what kind of exposure you have on emptiness from the past life. We never know. So, for some people it can come very quickly. For some people it may take 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. But every time the understanding becomes deeper, 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 deeper. This is reality. So the fact is that the more you study, okay, on the music, okay, how many of you are from music, raise hands? From music, 1, 2, music. Some who is really almost on the level of the professional level. Almost on the professional level. Music. Okay, yes, music. Almost, very good. Okay. And say music or athletics, like 100 meters runner. Anyone? Sportsman? Yes. Okay. Sportsman. For example, like who is the fastest person in the world today? Usain Bolt, right? Let's say Usain Bolt. And Usain Bolt now he's not running anymore. Now he's not running anymore. Okay. Say when he was at the peak, he must be training every day. You agree? He must be training every day. Okay. So why does he have to train every day? Hey, Chelsea.
To train the stamina.
Huh?
To train the skill and stamina.
Stamina he already has.
To stay fit.
To stay fit, to stabilize this, not to go down. Okay. So this requires a constant practice, and particularly also music. The music and even the calligraphy, even the paintings. I say the more you practice, what I would call as a magic gradually comes out of that. For example, the painting or the calligraphy, even for the Tibetans, even some people, they have the extremely beautiful English handwriting. Amazing. How many have seen their results? It's not like it's being typed. There's one girl from something. What's her name? Simran, yes. Her handwriting is amazing. If she practices even more, then the real magic will come out. Just look at it, it pulls you, involuntary pull happens. This is amazing. What happened was that once, when I was in school, I must be age 17 or 18, and somebody left a small piece of paper with my name in Tibetan script. And the handwriting is so good. It just pulled my eyes. In those days particularly, I was so infatuated with the handwritings. And I would say in that school of almost like 2,000 people, teachers, students, from my knowledge, there's only one person who can write so beautifully. That was my teacher. And I took this piece of paper and asked my teacher, "Is this your handwriting?" He said, "No." He said, "No, this is not his." I was so curious, who can be the next person who has such a beautiful handwriting as this much, like my teachers? So there's something coming out. If you practice, something is the air. So therefore, the painters, some of my friends who are painters, when they were being trained as professional painters, I asked them never ever paint commercially. The moment you try to paint commercially, then you will never acquire that outstanding skill, like the Mona Lisa, painting skill. This will never come out. Whereas if you do it just out of passion, purely out of passion, keep doing it meticulously, gradually there is a glow coming out, which will fetch you like $1 million very easily. Will not come out from other people, only come out from the professionals who do it with the great care every day. Okay, so emptiness is like this, experience of emptiness, wisdom of emptiness is like this. The more you practice, you see the deeper, and then you realize that you understand emptiness like years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, this is very shallow. You're getting it? So you'll see it deeper. And then you said, if I practice this more, my tears will for sure stop. You'll get this confidence. This is so precious. Okay, good. So now, let's see precisely what is emptiness. Now let's work on this. Precisely what is emptiness. For this, we have to study what is known as the reasoning of the four essentials to establish emptiness. The reasoning of four essentials to establish emptiness. Okay, we have to study that. The reasoning of the four essentials to establish emptiness. The reasoning of four essentials to establish emptiness. Okay, one, the essential of identifying the object of negation. Essential of identifying the object of negation. Okay, those who already have learned this many times earlier, just your job is to check if there is any change happening in my presentation, or if you could really replicate what I'm saying. So you have several works. And then newcomers, of course, you have to learn it freshly. The first one is essential of identifying the object of negation. Number one. Number two, essential of understanding the pervasion. Number two, essential of understanding the pervasion. Number two, essential of understanding the pervasion, understanding the pervasion. Number three, essential of understanding the emptiness of the objects being intrinsically one with its parts. Essential of understanding the emptiness of the objects being intrinsically one with its parts. Let me repeat it. The first essential of identifying the object negation. Number two, essential of understanding the pervasion. Number three, essential of understanding the emptiness of the objects being intrinsically one with its parts. Number three, essential of understanding the emptiness of the objects being intrinsically one with its parts. Number four, the essential of understanding the emptiness of the objects being intrinsically different from its parts. Just change one and different. Change this, one with, different from. Just change this, the rest is same. Number 3 and 4, these two are same. Okay, looks like Agya's handwriting is very beautiful. From distance, from nearby, I don't know. Let me see it. I'm curious. This can be like people take the photograph and then filtering. This is really beautiful. It's amazing. This is amazing. It's not empty from nearby. That's amazing. You must see this later. This is amazing. Okay, so we have to form. What is that? Number one, what is the first essential? What's the first essential? Essential of identifying the object of negation. What is second? Essential understanding the pervasion. What is number three? Essential understanding the emptiness of the objects being intrinsically one with its parts. Number four, essential understanding the emptiness of the objects being intrinsically different from its parts. Okay. Now the conclusion. Therefore, emptiness of objectivity of the object is the objectivity of the object. Lohana, you remember that? It's missing.
Yeah. The last phase is missing.
Huh?
Conclusion is missing.
No, from something is missing.
I have the four essential, but after.
The conclusion is missing. Okay, so the conclusion is therefore, emptiness of objectivity of the object is the objectivity of the object. Therefore, emptiness of objectivity of the object. Therefore, emptiness of objectivity of the object is the objectivity of the object. Okay, if you feel a little confused, right? Don't keep staring at me. Write it down. People are staring at me, right? Write it down. First, write it down. Then you can use that to think more in the future. By staring at me, it will not help. Okay, therefore, emptiness of objectivity of the object is the objectivity of the object. Therefore, emptiness of objectivity of the object is the objectivity of the object. Okay, Chanjula has very interesting notes. The piece of papers, I don't know where these papers, they may disappear. Show this. Chanjula, show one.
The opposite of...
Yes, Chanjula's nose.
You saw my handwriting, Geshe-la. It's absolutely the opposite.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay. So now, so we have to now go through these 4 steps one by one. We will go through these steps one by one. Okay, we'll stop here. We will continue tomorrow. Dedication prayer. Page 52. I dedicate the merit thus gathered to truest realization that is in the prayers of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of 3 times, and to the upholding of the doctrine, scripture, and insight. May in all lives, through the force of this merit, never separate from the 4 wheels of the Mahayana vehicle, and accomplish all the stages of the path, renunciation, Bodhicitta, perfect in the 2 stages. From my 2 collections, vast the space that I've amassed, from working with the effort that is practiced for a great length of time, may I become the chief leading Buddha for all those whose minds wisdom is blind with ignorance. Okay. Tagge tuje shage so chon shenge mito dege bonjamba serge lumbo tabo jebe kushaye gebo kyala cha tselo oh mone mone mahamona yeswa oh mone mone mahamona yeswa shaje riso chonshe me to de bon jamba serge bo tabo je me ko shaye bo kela sha se no Om Mani Mani Mahamunaya Swaha Om Mani Mani Mahamunaya Swaha Tage tujhe shayeri so chon shenge dege bon jamba sege lumbo tabo jebe ko shage yebo kela Salom Om Mani Mani Mahamunaya Swaha 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 Om Mani Mani Mahamunaya Swaha. Three prostrations together.